Welcome to Yoga for Low Back Stuff, the 6th in the series of 7. Let's om 3 times. Big breath in. All right, let's interlace the fingers, palms away. And then on the inhale, extend the hands above the head. And then on the exhale, forward. Inhale, sort of arch the back. Exhale, forward. Back and forth, back and forth. And then release the arms and extend the legs out in front and reach forward. Inhale, first up, hands tip forward. Got my little mascot here, Buddha, the French bulldog. So when you do a forward fold, you can bend your knees and keep the back straight to support that low back. This is especially important if you've got any SI joint issues. And you can also let your back round. If you want to take some of the stretch out of the hamstrings. Well done. Big breath in. Inhale up. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. Love my butterfly, Baddha Konasana. Tipping forward. Straight spine. Or if you want to get into the inner thigh more, or rounded spine if you want more of a back stretch. Rounded spine is okay as long as you don't have any SI joint issues. And I like to fan my toes. So like open the feet like a book and fan the toes out. All right. I like to also pendulum swing on up. So swing this way and that way, this way and that way until you make your way all the way up. And then let's lay on our backs. Scoot forward, recline down. Feet up to the sky. So let's play with some reclining big toe hold. So let's do left leg first. Extend the right leg along the ground and then hold the back of the leg. Oh, I gotta get the dog out. Go on. You're acting crazy. So hold the back of the left leg. It's all snotting and snorting and getting crazy. Anywhere you can. Stay like this, or add lifting head, neck, and shoulders toward the knee. So option to wrap a tie or a strap or a belt around the bottom of the foot and just hold the strap with the hands and arms relaxed. Yeah, so big toe hold, Asta Padangustasana. You can hold the big toe with your first two fingers. And that can be done with the knee bent or just hang on to the back of the leg anywhere you can. So take a rest anytime. If you've got your head up, you're welcome to take a rest anytime, dropping the head down. Great. So I invite you to take the leg out to the side now. So let that leg, and you can bring the leg lower, you know, anywhere down lower. Potentially, if you've got the big toe, you can, you know, keep the knee bent even as you extend the leg out to the side. However low you go is up to you. Good. This is where a strap comes in handy if you can't reach the foot, but you can also just sort of hang on to the back of the knee or keep that knee bent. Next, inhale, bring the leg to center and then hold on to the big toe, the ankle, the calf, behind the knee, anywhere you can, and take the leg across the body. Kind of big toe hold twisting action here. You're always welcome to bend the knee. This can be a big hip opener too, so be mindful of how far you want to let your leg cross down across the body. And then back to center. Find a half happy baby. So hold on to the back of the knee, the calf, the ankle, or the outside edge of the foot. And then with this other leg, bend the knee and do a butterfly leg. Butterfly the leg out, turn the knee out. So we've got half happy baby and then just sort of letting this, I'm using this is my right leg that's butterflying out to the side. Great, and then we'll switch sides. So extend the other leg and straighten. I've got right leg up to the sky. So feel free to hold on to the hamstring, the behind the knee space, the calf, the ankle, the bottom of the foot, the big toe, anywhere you can hold on. And oftentimes I'll give my body a little massage. And then the next part of this was raising the head up. So option to, on the exhales, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Option to lift head, neck, and shoulders and hang out up here, or option to inhale down and exhale up. I've got my opposite leg kind of active. I'm fanning my toes there with the left leg. What I'm noticing as I lift my upper body, my neck gets fatigued, so sort of relaxing the back of my neck down. Yeah, so option to sort of support the back of the neck with the opposite hand. And then open out to a T. Take that right leg out to the side, stretch, stretch, stretch. Option for that knee to stay bent. Option to just hang on to the back of the knee, the calf, the ankle, anywhere you can, or wrap the strap around the bottom of the foot. And then take the leg back up to the sky, switch your holding, use your left hand now to take this right leg straight across the body. Again, mindful of how much of a hip opener you want, how much of your back is allowing you to twist this way with the leg more straight than bent. Although, option to bend the knee. Returning back to center for that half happy baby. So option to hang on to the hamstring, the calf, the ankle, the outside edge of the foot. Bend this left knee and then open the leg out to a butterfly position. So we've got half happy baby and then butterfly with the other leg. I love these kind of poses, just letting gravity sort of do the work on the left leg. And is there some play between the two legs? Can you lean a little more this way or that way? Then releasing the half happy baby part and find the reclining butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. So the outside edge of the ankles flat on the mat, knees splayed out to the side. You can always put blocks under this outside edge of the knee, or, you know, a little bit of support with the hands just right on the sort of back of the thighs. Or option to take the hands over the head in the same butterfly shape. Then reach the hands toward the ankles, maybe toward the outside edge of the feet, sandwiching the feet between the hands and guiding the feet towards you. Option to take your head towards your toes. Option to rock from side to side. And hug the knees to the chest, guide the knees together. Option to raise the head up toward the knees. And then let's do some spinal rolls. And for these spinal rolls, pause in a little bit of a boat pose. So see if you can just stall your body weight at some point for just a moment before you roll back on down. And do just a couple of those. And then seat up, the spinal roll on up, sit on up. Make your way onto hands and knees. From hands and knees, give yourself a little sassy cat. Look behind you to the right, sway the hips to the left. Look behind you to the left and sway the hips to the right. I'm inhaling center and exhaling as I look back. All right, one more each direction. And then find puppy. So keep your hips over your knees and walk the arms out. Drop the forehead toward the earth. Straighten your back as much as possible. Draw the tail away from the fingertips. All right, inhale on up back to tabletop. I'll play with some hip openers today. So crisscross one ankle and stack the knees. So see if you can take one leg and open the feet up behind you. So the legs are crisscrossed and the ankles are wide. And then it's a sit back onto the bottom type thing. So option to just take the foot across the thigh. Option to sit here in like a position that would be for a seated twist. If you can get your knees to stack here, there's our cow face pose. Yeah, and then if not, if there's some space between the knees, you can take a pillow or a blanket or something and put it in between there. And just sitting like this might be plenty of a hip opener for you today. Hip openers support the low back. Hamstring stretches support the low back. Abdominal exercises help support the low back. So just sitting like this might be plenty. I like to sit up sometimes on a blanket, like put a blanket high under my hips so it like lifts the hips up. And stay here, or if you can, just sort of lift your heart, lift your chest forward a bit. Like support yourself behind you or beside you with your hands. And also option to If you want, bow down over these legs. Bowing with a rounded spine, or like really tip forward a lot, lifting the heart and have a straight spine. Oftentimes when I do this legs of the cow face pose, I find that if I angle my body a little bit, or if I just tilt, I get a really nice stretch in just the right part of my hip, just the right place where I need it. So listening to your body, finding this body intelligence piece of creating yoga, yoking the mind and the body and emotions and actions, aligning the body, mind, emotion, and actions. All right, let's come on out and switch legs. And we'll switch legs by leaning back, picking up one leg, undoing the other leg, I've got my left leg on the bottom and my right leg on top, but whichever one was on top last time is going to be on the bottom. And so adjusting, supporting with blankets under the bottom or pillows in between the knees. Adjust and wiggle around until you feel like you can sort of plant yourself. And then just sort of breathe in high into the chest, lift the chest so you can sort of straighten your back. Take the hands maybe to help straighten your back and just sit like this the whole time. Option to bow forward with a straight back. Option to bow forward with a rounded back. Now I've got a little bit of a flexing of my foot going on. So curling my toes back helps protect my knees. So if you've got any kind of knee issues, protect your knees with the flexing of the feet. Let your body unwind. Let your bones get some space in between them, allowing the joints to create. In poses like this, there's pressure that builds up in the joints. And I love the way the compression in the joint gives the release of the joint. Like the joint there's pressure in here, there's compression, the bones are kind of at their edges, meeting each other, greeting each other, and then the stabilizing muscles can stretch and release around the joint. Wonderful. As you're ready, inhale up and let's uncross the top leg. Use your hand to lift up your bottom and come back to tabletop. And so let's check our work. Let's try this sassy cat again. Lean this way, lean that way. Look behind you, over your right shoulder, and then behind you, over your left shoulder. And just notice how after stretching the hips, it's kind of easier to look behind you. And then we'll go for downward dog. So flip the toes, press into your thumb and forefinger, exhale, lift back. Feel free to keep the knees bent or widen the feet on the mat so that you can straighten the legs a little more and guide the heels down. All right, let's play with some ab exercises in the down dog. So bring the right knee to right elbow, and then back to down dog. Left knee to left elbow, and back to down dog. Right knee to left elbow, cross across the body. So it's kind of like coming into plank, and then back to down dog, and then left knee to right elbow, back to down dog. At any point during these, actually let's go ahead and come down and rest in child's pose. We'll do little rests in between each set of 4. So hips drop down over the ankles, extend the arms over the head, elbows up off the mat for an active child's pose. A nice extended balasana. Alrighty, let's float back up through tabletop, flip the toes, and lift back up to downward facing dog. Exhale back. This time, take the right leg up to the sky first, and then to the right elbow. Knee to right elbow. Back up to the sky, and then drop the right foot. Left foot up to the sky. Left knee to left elbow. Left foot back up to the sky. And then drop down. And we'll repeat that on the right. Right leg up to the sky. Right foot up. Then right knee to right elbow. Right foot back up to the sky. Let it land. Plant the foot. Left leg up to the sky. Left knee to left elbow. Left leg back up to the sky. Plant the left foot. Knees come down. Hips shift back over the ankles. Extended child's pose. Now, if you want to take your arms into a position where your hands touch the feet and you turn your head to the side, you're welcome to do that version, that variation of child's pose. I'm enjoying hands over the head. Catch your breath. Here we go. Back up to tabletop, inhale, and then extend the hips up to the sky, flip the toes over, and give yourself downward facing dog. Let's do left leg first this time. Left leg up to the sky, down dog splits. On the exhale, inhale. And then bring the left knee to the right elbow across the body. On the exhale, inhale through center, exhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. Inhale, plant the foot. Exhale, right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Right leg across the body, right knee to left elbow. Inhale through center. Exhale, right leg up to the sky. Inhale, plant the right foot. Exhale, left leg up to the sky. Inhale. Left leg across the body to the right elbow. Inhale through center, exhale, left leg to the sky. Inhale, plant the left foot. Right leg up to the sky, exhale. Inhale, and then right leg to left elbow, exhale. Inhale through center, right leg up to the sky, exhale. Inhale, plant the foot, knees come down, child's pose. Catch your breath. Very nice. Inhale, roll up onto your hands and knees. If you're comfortable sitting on your knees, sit back onto your knees. Plant your hands behind your feet if you can reach. And then just stretch the thighs slightly by tucking the tail between the legs and lifting the bottom up off the heels. Squeezing the buttocks and stretching the thighs. Kind of inhale, relax, and then exhale, stretch and squeeze. That's phase one. Phase two, for those of you who can sit in between your feet, you can start to recline back, maybe onto the elbows. Some of you maybe can lay all the way onto your back. This can be kind of a big back bend for some, but come on up. Come on up. Sit down on your bottom. Go ahead and come on up. Come swing those legs around and sit on your bottom. Let's check our work again and see how our butterfly feels now after some stretching and strengthening. Bring the bottoms of the feet together, tip forward. Feel free to sway from side to side. Inhale on up. Come to a crisscross legs position or put one leg in front of the other. And let's give ourselves just a side body stretch. So lean over to one side. Extend the arm over the head. Plug in this opposite sit bone. Option to look up under the arm. Inhale through center and then exhale, lean over to the other side. And drape this arm over the head and look under the arm. Inhale back to center. Let's lay on the side. Let's lay on the side. Hold the side of the head in the palm of the hand. That bottom arm supporting the head. And then option to add 3 oblique exercises here where you just pick up both legs up off the ground laterally. 3 times, just knees bent, legs come up. That's it, 3 little guys, just like that. And then Anantasan, reclining Krishna, reclining Buddha, some say, reclining Krishna, reach for your big toe, just like we were on our back, now we're on our side. So you're welcome to keep the knee bent, both knees bent actually, and then extend the top leg as much as you can, holding on anywhere that feels helpful. Option to extend the bottom leg. So keep your leg bent on the bottom, or if you've got the balance, if you feel like you can hold yourself up still in a straight line, then straighten the bottom leg. Very good. How do you want to switch sides? Let's add one more thing before we switch sides. So take this front leg down in front of the bottom thigh, top leg down in front, plant the foot. And then come up onto the forearm in the front. And then if the bottom side of the waist is draping down towards the mat, engage and lift up through the bottom. That's phase 1. Next phase is to press into this front foot and lift the whole bottom hip, the whole hip touching the ground, lifting up. It's kind of like a Vasisthasana variation where you've got a kickstand in the front, forearm down instead of just the hand, and option to come down and up. So as you come up, you exhale, inhale, relax down. Now you can do this just with the waist. Last one, lifting up. Maybe the hand comes up too. All right, hip comes down, uncross the leg, swing around to the other side, lay on your side and rest. Make a little pillow with your arm for your hand. After this little mini rest, you can take the palm of your head, the palm of your hand on the side of the head. And then that option to add 3 leg lifts here. So the knees are bent, and then see if you can lift everything except for your hip. Like 1, 2, 3. It's kind of easier to do it with your head down. Head in the palm of the hand. Leg in the palm of the other hand. So maybe hold on to the back of the leg, or if the knee is bent enough, you can reach the big toe. Stay here or add straightening of that top leg. Stay here or add straightening the bottom leg. Anantasan reclining, Krishna. I'm all wobbly. That's okay. That's normal. Find where you can be really stable. Maybe this side, my knee needs to just stay bent so I'm not wobbling. Next phase, bring that top leg, plant the foot in front of the bottom thigh. Come up onto the forearm. And then press the lower ribs up. So if the lower ribs and the side of the waist are draping down toward the mat, just engage and lift up. And the next phase is to pick up, push into the foot flat on the ground and pick up the hip for this variation of Vasisthasana side plank on the forearm with the kickstand. And then on the exhales, lift and then inhale, relax. Exhale, press into the foot. Inhale, relax. Exhale, lift. After 3 or 4, depending on how many you did on the other side, release. And then uncross the foot, lay back down onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. And then bring the arms out to a T and let's lower the legs across the body. Like my palms up in a T, or sometimes I like to take it more V shape for the shoulder. Or even up over the head. To switch, inhale through center, lower the knees across the body, opposite direction. Look the other way with the head. Option again for a T or more of a V shape. And return to center and give yourself a full happy baby. So hold on to the big toes or the outside edge of the ankles or the calves or behind the knees. Option to bring the bottoms of the feet together. And then let's relax, let's release. Even when you're doing a shorter yoga practice, it's always good to give yourself a shavasana corpse pose. Relaxing the jaw and the tongue and the eyes and the thighs, the fingers and the toes. Integrating, assimilating, drinking in the benefits of this practice. Sensing into the alignment, sensing into your truest, highest self, your most authentic self, resting here. Pausing here, pausing in here. To really be with yourself. To appreciate yourself. To sit with yourself, to be with yourself, to rest in the deepest part of who you are. Bring your hands to your heart. Roll the wrists and ankles. Hug the knees into the chest. And this time let's spinal roll on up, pausing slightly in a bit of a boat pose. Kind of puffing out the chest here until you're ready to rise all the way up. Sort of push yourself up, and then we can chant Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings everywhere be happy, peaceful, and free. Om, peace, peace, perfect peace.